Hello everyone. We're going to talk about I bonds in this video, and most of us know what bonds are, correct? They are considered a relatively low risk investment. And the nice thing about the bonds is that they grant you a stable income. If I tell you that there are certain bonds that could provide the yield of 10% approximately, hard to believe, right? There is something called I bonds. I bonds are backed by the federal government, meaning they are really, really safe. And they merge two interest rates to get their yield. One that's fixed by the Treasury, and the other that's based on the consumer price index, which is related to the inflation. Each of them is updated every 6 months. Even if there is deflation, 0% is the lowest the yield can go. Since the inflation is really, really high, the yield now on the I bonds is 9.62%. Yes, you heard it right. That's a whopping 9.62%. So now you may have a few questions, right? How do you buy the bonds, the I bonds, right? You go to this website called treasurydirect.gov. It's a federal government website, and you open an account by giving your social security number and all that credentials, and you click on buy direct to deposit funds. So the next question that could come to your mind is how often the interest is paid. It's paid every 6 months on the 1st of November and the 1st of May. The interest for May 2022 to November 2022 is 9.62%, and the interest for November 2022 through May 2023 will be decided in November 2022. So how do we withdraw funds? Technically, we cannot really withdraw funds for the first year. For years 1 through 4, the withdrawal will result in a penalty of 3 months of interest. For 4 years and after, there is no penalty for the withdrawal. So if you click on the current holdings at treasurydirect.gov, you should be able to redeem funds into the bank account. So now, is there a limit? Yes, there is a limit of $10,000 per SSN per I bond per year. So let's say you have 4 people in your household and they all have social security. So you could technically deposit $40,000 via Treasury Direct. And there is something called paper bond. So that's like $5,000 per year. So that's something that you should be able to do via the IRS tax return. It's not through the Treasury Direct website. Can minors buy I bonds as well? Technically, yes. So you click on Manage Direct at treasurydirect.gov to establish a minor linked account, and you should be able to buy I bonds for a minor in your household. I bonds have tax benefits too. You will just pay federal, not state or local taxes. If you use the interest to pay for college, you don't need to pay any taxes at all. There are some drawbacks as well. So we spoke about the $10,000 annual cap on how much you can spend on the I bonds. There is another option of $5,000 if you use your tax return to get them. You cannot buy I bonds from your broker, and there's no ETF or mutual fund for them. So the only option to buy I bonds is at the treasurydirect.gov website. The website looks a little sketchy, however, it is legit because again, it's backed by federal government. And we all know that inflation is a killjoy, and I bonds is definitely a way to strike back.